Welcome back, AP Computer Science A students. Okay, so we are continuing with creating a resource class for a car and also writing the corresponding tester for it, just to get familiar with object-oriented design. Okay, so we left last video where we had just made the setters for the speed and the color, and we were going to talk about why this does not work. So if I hit run on this, let's see what I get. I'm getting an error about method set speed in class car cannot be applied to given types. And so it's a very weird cryptic message. But notice here it's saying required double and found no arguments. Now, if we're good with our vocab, when we hear the word argument, we know we're talking about inside parentheses of a method call. So this is the parameter, and this inside here would be the argument. But either way, it's parentheses, right? So what it's saying is that this set speed method here, it's requiring a double, but I'm sending it nothing. So if you go over here and look at set speed, indeed, it is expecting a double, and I am not passing it a double. So that's mistake number one. Okay, fine. So Steve was going 75. Now he's really cranking it up. He's going 125 miles an hour. So let me click run again. And now I get a different error message. Error, void type not allowed here. So who's the void type? Well, the set speed method is a void method, which means it doesn't return a value. So we come here, we change the speed of Steve, but we don't actually return anything. So what exactly would I print, right? So when I got the speed, it made sense to print. But when I set the speed, there's really nothing to print. It's just changing something and coming back. So in order to see the change, I can either do Steve.getSpeed and just print the speed, or I can go ahead and print all of Steve again by using my toString method. So I'm going to go ahead and print everything about Steve. So here I've got Steve printed, and then here is lightning printed, and then here's Steve's speed, here's lightning speed. I change Steve's speed and I get no output from that, but then I print Steve again and I can see that his speed was changed permanently, which is what I wanted. If at any point along this way your program is not doing what mine is, then you likely have one variable name off, or you've got things flip-flopped, or something else like that could be happening. So we know every little bit matters, right? Every little bit. Similarly, your toString won't work at all if the toString method header is not like this exactly. Okay, so we have our getters, our setters, our toString. I think there's only 3 other methods we need to write. So going down here, we have a go, and a stop. So 2 methods called go and 1 called stop. So this first go method says if the car speed is 0, oh no, if the car speed is 0, yeah, set it to 60. Okay. Let me go write the header first and then come back and read this stuff more closely. So I know it's void, go, and no parameters means empty parentheses. Okay, so public, no static, void, go, and empty parentheses. So I've got the method header using the information provided on the worksheet. Now what to do in there is it sets the car's speed to 60 if the car's speed is 0. Okay. So if, oops, I'm writing in the wrong window. Oh. If the car's speed, well, who is that? So it's if this car, whoever it may be, if their speed equals 60, then I'm supposed to set it to 0, right? No, I'm doing it opposite. Of course I am. If the car's speed is 0, I'm supposed to set it to 60. All right, so go, right, they're stopped at 0, they're going to go up. Okay, so then I can say this dot speed equals 60. So, interestingly, this looks somewhat similar to my set speed. And so sometimes a good program form is, rather than having all these methods where I keep saying speed equals, why not use my set speed even from within here? So I can say this dot set speed to 60. So I can use this method to go ahead and set the speed. I pass it a 60, InSpeed has a 60, it stores it in the speed. Okay, so this method also, I think, has another piece to it. Let me go look. To display something, right? So it displays a message. The car is going blank miles an hour, and I'm supposed to replace the blank with the speed. Okay. And this, notice on the specs, sorry to go back and forth so much, it says it displays a message. That's my trigger that it is just a system out print line. Whereas here with my toString, it returned something. So there's no print line in toString. But up here when it says display, that means print. Okay. So system out print line, but I'm going to use printf because I'm fancy. The car is going blank miles an hour. The car is going blank miles per hour. And I know what should go in the blank is the speed. And I know printf doesn't do a \n at the end, and that gets irritating, so I'm going to put one there so it acts like a print line. Now, the blank is going to be the speed. The speed is a double, so I need a double format specifier, which looks like this. All right. Doesn't like it. What doesn't it like? Ah, look at that. Typo. That's good. I know I don't always make mistakes, but double cannot be converted to Boolean. What the heck? Well, this is the error I get when this is an assignment statement. It's trying to put 0 in speed. What I wanted to do was ask if speed was 0, so I need two equal signs. Okay, now car's compiling. I can go to car tester, and to test that go, I really need somebody whose speed is 0, right? And maybe I could do both. So I could do steve.go and I could do lightning.go. So Steve is going 125 now, so his speed should not change. Because remember that go method only changes the speed if it was 0. Lightning is going 0, so I should expect lightning to go up to 60 miles per hour. And these calls are going to print their own display messages within the method. So the car is going 125 miles an hour. The car is going 60 miles an hour. So of course this one is Steve's output and this one is Lightning's output. Okay, well that seems like our go method is working well. So I have another go method to write. It works a little bit differently. It sets the car's speed to some value and it displays a message. So it's very similar to the set speed except that it also displays a message. Now because it's also called go, and because it also displays a message, I'm going to copy that go method. So right now I have two exactly the same, right? I like my spacing to be off. I like it to be neat and tidy. Except this go method is somehow different. So let's go back and look. On this one it was void with no parameters. This new one I'm writing is void with a double that gets passed to it for changing the value. Okay, so I leave the void, but now I'm going to pass a value of the new speed. And let's go read how this one is different. This just sets the car's speed to that InSpeed value and it displays the message. So I don't really need a question in here anymore. This one just needs to set the speed to this value, whatever has been passed in. And then it's still going to print the same kind of message. So I'm going to hit compile on this. Sometimes you have to recompile car by itself, and then go to car tester and hit compile and run. Sometimes it'll, if you just hit it on car tester, it'll recompile things for you. Sometimes it won't. All right, so now I want to test this other go method, and the difference with this other go method is I pass it some values. So let's see, Steve was going 125 miles an hour. I don't even know if you, all right, Steve is like really, I don't know, he's a maniac. He's going 150 now. And I'm going to have Lightning go, he'll just, no, he was already going 60. He went from 0 to 60. So now maybe he's going 65. Lightning is not very lightning. Steve seems to be lightning. Lightning-like. Okay. Now remember, these go messages also print. So this is from the go with no parameter, no argument. And then here we're seeing the 150 and the 65 from these goes. Okay. So I feel like my go methods are working. I got my indents all lined up. I like that. One more method to write. I think it's the stop method, and remember this is calling that set speed method, which is kind of neat. And I certainly instead could have said here this dot speed equals in speed. These two things are the same. This is kind of considered safer, better, but in the computing world. But for this year, either one of these is fine. And even this in this example would have been fine. All right, focus, Mrs. Anderson. Stop, our last method. It's a void method, no parameters, and it's called stop. Let's go write the header. Public void stop, no parameters. Open, close brace. Go back and look at what it does. It sets this car speed to 0 and displays a message, blah, blah, blah. All right, first let me set the car speed to 0. I've made a mess of this with the comments, but I'm still going to use that. This set the car speed to some value that got passed. This one up here set the car speed to 60. This method is supposed to set the car speed to 0. Okay. And then I'm going to print some message. So I'll go ahead and copy this too. And the message was, the car is not moving, the speed is blank. The car is not moving, the speed is blank. The car is not moving, the speed is blank. The blank is still the speed. Speed is a double, so it gets %F, and if I want to get some decimals, I add that 0.2 piece in between. All right, I feel like I like this. I feel like we're doing good. All right, so if I go to car tester, what happens if we go steve.stop and lightning.stop? Now, when I wrote these method calls, I was remembering that there were no arguments. Beginning programmers, it's perfectly normal for you to go back over here and go look here and go, oh yeah, I'm not supposed to pass anything to it. So when they both stop, it should say the car is not moving, speed is 0, knowing that this is referring to Steve's car, this is referring to Lightning's car. It'd almost be nice, wouldn't it, if we added a name to the car so we could tell which car was which. But for now, I think we've done a very nice job. We've got the template together. If you want to go for a little bit more of a challenge, you can go try to do all these things. It has you do a couple other things. This would be a different car tester, but I think we did use our car tester to test a lot of the methods we wrote. So either way, I hope this helped. As always, happy coding.